Well friends, welcome back to my video.
I, Mohammed Irfan Ali, do hereby solemnly declare that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people of Guyana. And I will faithfully execute the office of President without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that in the execution of the functions of that office, I will honor, uphold, and preserve the Constitution of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. I do so swear, so help me God.
Now, when President Dr. Irfan Ali was sworn in on August 2, 2020, democracy was finally restored. After a hard-fought battle with the APNU AFC, who tried to manipulate elections results by endless court actions and shenanigans to deny the rightful winner. I actually met Dr. Ali for the first time in Queens, and when he was on his campaign. He's a son of Leonora actually, and who grew up here. Leonora has a long past of struggles and protests and sitting when the estate was running, demanding better conditions for laborers, from slaves to indentured servants to free laborers. This place has changed over the years, and from living in lodges, which was a communal way of living right near the estate, to now beautiful houses. So times change and also changes are made. There are many sections here like sea field, power field, groundveld, sea spray and pasture. The struggle of workers had an uphill task in demanding better conditions in different periods of time. In as early as 1869, they protested for more pay and stood in a crowd to protect the leaders with their accusations. But later on, they were actually arrested. We are coming up here to the entrance to where that estate was from the main road here. And it has changed over the years with new looks, and actually these buildings going up all over around by the roadside here. So it looks completely different from what I knew. At least I forget, the hospital, the first hospital was built not far from the factory in 1868 and was closed down in 1969. It had a doctor and a dispensary. The first floor catered for like 23 males and 18 females. And the second floor had 57 beds. We're actually coming up to the new hospital right in here, I think. Yeah, it should be right in there. I remember going to that old hospital actually when my cousin he and his friends working in the Creole gang mistakenly eating the rat poison for chocolate. The struggle started very early, and in February 13, 1839, there was also another protest demanding better pay. Eventually, these workers walked all the way along the railroad tracks to Britain Hope, but were prevented from getting onto the ferry, and they remained there all day and came back in the afternoon with the trains, which they refused to pay the return fare, and they were actually granted free return passes to Leonora. But that unrest continued, and in the end 3 or 4 people were killed, one woman, Sumintra, and I according to my research I have 2 names here, Robert Carter and Gunpa. As you can see, there is a Leonora Magistrate Court and some beautiful houses in that street actually, going towards the seawall. And coming up next is the Leonora Police Station, which has been here I think from the early days until now. I decided to add this clip from 1997 to show what it looked like here at that time. And again in March 1964, the women led the fight here by squatting on the high bridge to demand recognition of GAO as the union to represent the workers, the sugar workers at that time. It was led by, I think, Harry Lal and Dr. Chedi at that time. Now, that strike was broken when a scab drove a tractor into the squatters on the bridge. As a result, the name of the scab was Felix Barr. As a result, Kausila was killed. Jack Day and Daisy Sukram had broken backs and were paralyzed permanently. And Kisun Day had broken hip and lost kidneys. Through all of this, the scab was found not guilty. So the struggle of the workers has been an ongoing process. Even up to today, they are still struggling to get better conditions and get better pay. I mean, the Apnu governor actually closed down Skeldon, Rosal, Wales, and Enmore. The PVP are actually trying to reopen them and get some of them running, except Wales. Now, as we are coming up here, it used to be, this is going to be where the mall is going to be, and you can see like an old historic clip here of the what it looked like in the old days, like in 1997. Now, this was the senior staff compound. Now, in this spot here is going to be actually a mall, proposed mall. They're going to be putting up this new mall here. Like you see, that's a little remain of that period actually. And coming up soon is gonna be the high bridge. This bridge used to be lifting up to let the punch through and take it into the ocean, the sugar. Actually, this is where my grandfather actually said the moon giver was. And coming up here is a secondary school, and it produces many good students. And this is a track and field synthetic track, actually, the first of its kind in the country. I'm coming to the end of this video, and so I hope you enjoyed it. It's been kind of a little historical in a kind of way. If I make any mistakes, please forgive me with the facts. So I tried my best. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.